And we started recording. There we go.
Hi.
Hello and
everyone.
welcome to the Aftershow for the final episode of Thin Blood Afterlife.
Oh, damn it.
They
What?
Victus.
They Victus, suffering for the conquered.
I mean, it lived up to the name, right?
Right.
So can we just go straight into what happens over this time skip?
No, we
No,
need to go through like a process. First, I need y'all to tell you how much you love my fucking work on this. So, stars and wishes.
I mean,
Absolutely hated it. It was the worst.
yeah.
Hi, y'all.
I mean, I've had better.
Okay.
You have not had better. Like, don't lie to me.
My star was Crowley doing the ritual, and at the flourish, it just fails, and that dead silence. It was just mwah.
Yeah, it was a glorious cell phone.
My wish is that I could have killed that smug motherfucker. Anyway,
Everyone wishes that, yeah. Cool, fair. Yeah, perfectly reasonable. Start for Doozer. And wish, I guess.
My star is
Actually, don't even know if wishes like count, but whatever.
yeah. Well, I mean, my wish is for a season 2, obviously. And I don't know. I assume that if we did a season 2, we would be playing the Thin Bloods in the next batch, right?
I'm not the type of person to do a season 2.
Just a one-hit wonder.
yeah, I think this is better as a one-hit wonder.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
like it doesn't.
if I did a season 2, it would just be the same thing again. And like we can see the pattern of tragedy and failure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I would
I
love
don't
to
think-
show like how Mary and Jack came into existence with Elliot's death. Like they are part of the failed experiments, just sort of moving forward.
I just want to point out that means Jack died in those boots. I don't know why that amuses me, but it does. My star is as dark as it is, probably Elliot just being like, oh, I'm gonna get my revenge and then sacrifice myself. And then Crowley just being like, haha, no.
There was no sacrifice.
Yeah.
There was no sacrifice himself.
There was no sacrifice. And there was no, I'm gonna get my revenge.
To die. Like, what?
No, he wanted to find the mirror, didn't find it, so he just grabbed the goblet and sat down. Like
you set the room on fire knowing there was a person in there that needed to be saved.
He's Humanity
He
3.
didn't care.
He genuinely does not care. Like,
Fair enough.
He set the
It
room
did
on
not
fire
matter.
He set the room on fire just to make just in case the mirror was in there.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
And then he sat down because the fire wasn't going to kill him.
I mean, the fire would knock him into torpor.
The
and
fire
probably
wouldn't
burn
have
his body
gotten
after.
probably there because it's a cave. Not all of it is burnable.
Sure, but I mean, I have
In
taken
that-
some
in
creative
that case-
license in spreading the fire, like napalm, like whatever. But yeah,
I did throw napalm into the cave.
I mean, it's fine. I know that it doesn't like all burn.
Yeah, like
but
fire
it's
doesn't
also
work
just
like
funnier.
that. And Elliot
Yes, I know, but like,
isn't stupid. He knows
Yeah,
his
yeah, I know.
limits.
But yeah, Farley wasn't about to let you walk away after everything.
I mean, he wasn't walking away.
Yeah.
He was doing a Dormammu, I've come to talk.
Yeah.
In that case, my star is probably
Me.
I was going to say Crowley's speech, but you know what? No, I refuse.
I accept.
I mean, Crowley's speech
so-
is technically Me Too, so you know.
True. Yeah, so for Crowley's speech, that is the Rite of Sol, which is the public invocation that Crowley did, where basically Crowley hired like theater people to perform for him, and like that's publicly available. So I was like, shit, that's so good. Because I think Shadows had reached out to me to be like, do you want some music to be playing, like, you know, in the background, mentioning like Snat, and I was like, what kind of music would Crowley be into? So I looked up that, and then I looked up like if he was into theater, and then it came up with the Rite of Sol, and I was like, fuck, it's right there. It's everything I need for this ritual.
Crowley's theme tune is the song "I Must Be Emo."
I don't know. I feel like this whole episode having Moonlight Sonata at a like low volume in the background would have been amazing.
It would have been,
I could have done it. You just didn't tell me to.
No, I know. I mean, I'm happy with how it worked with the ritual anyway, because that was me doing the Crowley voice, and then later it came in with the angel voice, which is way up here, which I don't use very much because it's not really a natural speaking voice. And then it was all pitched like down and reversed for the final verse.
My star is definitely that whole ritual. It was pretty cool, especially when it's like this awesome sounding ritual, and then it's like, no.
I mean, it could never work. The idea wasn't to like have Iris show back up. So the whole idea was that Crowley was trying to bring back Rose, his wife from real life.
Right.
And she was the medium for the angel that he believed he spoke to.
Right.
So he was reaching into oblivion, ex nihilo ritual. And he needed more than that. I needed to put my own spin on it. So
he was reaching into the wrong place.
I mean, he was reaching into the afterlife. He was reaching into the realm of ghosts. He wasn't wrong. It just didn't work.
Also, did this fucker have to Never's Avatar?
He did, yeah. So
I called it right.
Crowley was a thin blood. Very old thin blood, but he had oblivion as discipline affinity.
I did wonder if he was a thin blood when he didn't have to roll a fear check against the fire.
Yeah, he's just been like he either has thin blood alchemy to but he has like several forms of it. So he has the one where you can brew potions up, be like, I can use this power, and he just prepares it beforehand. He has nonsense where he has the one where it's like you brew it inside yourself and eating certain things. And lastly, he has ghost hacks where he lets himself be possessed, and then he borrows powers to Mary or Jack.
Nice.
So yeah, I went all out on that. I really enjoyed that crafting the antagonist stuff for this.
I really liked it. Like you can really tell how much work went into making the bad guys and making the lore and the backstory for them, and I love it.
I don't mean to hurry us along, but can we move on to Lilith?
Lilith, stars and wishes.
My star all the way. The star. Honestly, I have to give it to Elliot. Just Elliot. I'm sorry, you did an amazing job, but saying you did an amazing job is nothing special.
Fuck you. Thank you, but fuck you.
Wait, hold up. So you're saying I did an amazing job?
Yeah, Elliot did an amazing job in this.
No. You're saying that I did an amazing job is something unique, and that hasn't happened before.
Don't take it. No.
he's saying
Shots
that
fired.
he's
Smart
saying
ass.
you doing an amazing job is standard, you nerd.
For Wish, I'm sad we didn't get to hear that lovely Texan voice one last time.
Mm-hmm. Tragic.
I do have a request for everyone else. We heard what Elliot picked, but if you were offered to be one of Fowler's fairy tales, what would you have picked?
To be fair, I wanted to pick something else, but I couldn't think of a fairy tale.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not so much a fairy tale, it's like a figure of myth, you know. Yeah. He goes with fairy tales as like a general vibe. But yeah, it is sort of like a creature of fiction and things.
Veronica would have picked Rumpelstiltskin.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Saka. I'm not sure what I would have gone with Saka.
I'm
trying to think of a medical. I'm trying to think of a medical folktale.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Florence Nightingale. But with like a dark twist. You sting people to their sleep and they never wake up kind of thing.
Yeah, basically. You cure the disease by killing the patient.
Yeah. It just has to be like a vibe. I think James would be in line to be another Spring Hill. Like that, like as a violent gangster sort of like vibe before maybe. 80 years of peace and like humanity. But yeah,
honestly, I could also see Sack being another Bloody Mary.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all of the ghosts were like former experiments that he had twisted into these weird reflections of characters where they're not even people anymore, they're just like a thing.
So Jack the Ripper isn't really Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
He's just a character. That makes sense. The actual real Jack the Ripper is in the Shadowlands going, fucking amateur.
I didn't want to.
So much better.
Anyway,
I didn't want to do the research of like saying like this is canonically Jack the Ripper, and like being like here's everything about their crimes.
So if I can do my my wish, real quick, I wish I would have thought about this when he asked me what kind of mythical creature you want to be, because I should have said Wild Hunt.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'd be into that. Like, hell, that's cool. Big fan of the Dresden Files, so yes, obviously.
Because like No Shadows is what Sunkist, No Shadows, no.
No, I'm referring to the Wild Hunt from like The Witcher.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
I've seen Sunkist. I know what you're talking about, but no, The Witcher, way better.
I was going to say for Jenny and Lilith's benefit, but I don't want to spoil Sunkist for anyone. So.
I don't watch that, so I won't know.
Yeah, but either way, I don't want to spoil somebody else's
you guys do know that the Wild Hunt is actually based on the book, but isn't just The Witcher.
Yes, it is an actual thing.
I know.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
so
it's an actual mythological thing. It's just, yeah.
Yes,
Gerbil?
Yeah.
Gerbil did both, right?
I already did both.
Yeah, he was trying to cut into something, though.
Oh, right. We're doing, are we doing time skip now?
Sure, yeah. We can.
I mean, I haven't done my star, but okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll do your star, and then we'll do the time skip stuff.
Okay.
You're trying to say not me, and I can tell.
Yeah. My star is Zack getting away with it all and actually getting a happy ending. Bastard.
Fair. I accept that.
Yeah, that's fair. Bastard.
I mean, like, in a long enough timeline, because he's going to continue interacting with the supernatural, like, that happiness doesn't last. But,
yeah.
things will go wrong at some point.
Well, talking about a long enough timestamp, I probably don't need to be here. So I'm going to go check on my cookies.
There.
Fine.
All right, now the time skip.
Yes, there was a time skip.
So Veronica basically crafted a new life in Australia. She basically became the kindly person who she basically kind of became a local myth where she lives. Like, there's this farm and there's this youngish looking woman who never seems to age, but everybody knows she's ancient and she acts ancient.
Veronica should learn profane hieroscamos and change her body as much as she likes, because she's already learned a 3rd level power. Over time, she could develop another, and that is the thin blood alchemy, where you can change your body to be how you want. Like, she could just be herself, her grandmother, and her daughter all at once.
Yeah. So she does that, like, actually. And by the end, she's like this old grandma. And she's been writing the almanac for a while. And over the time, she did spend around 30 years fighting in Australia, getting rid of as much supernatural as possible, and then she retired. And at the end, she sent her almanac, her magnum opus, with everything she knew about thin blood alchemy to the only 2 people she's really kept in contact with, Zack and James. So James's copy of the almanac has a specialized letter in the front that basically says, "You are my truest friend. Help as many people as you can." And go and to Zack, I bestow, it's like this really flowery message that goes, "I bestow upon you my knowledge. As knowledge, may you use it well in the protection of London."
I bestoweth upon thee thine knowledge that thine has.
Oh, poo you.
You said it was super flowery.
Yeah, now that we've done stars and wishes and things, my main question is, did you enjoy all of that?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. I have loved this.
13 episodes of torture.
Yep, I've loved this campaign from start to finish. I don't know if you can tell I was getting emotional at the end there, because there was just so much tragedy for James. But I kind of love it because, like I was saying before, I can't remember if it was on the camera or not, but it's not a story about happy endings or winning. It's a story about trying to survive and ultimately failing. Ultimately, you lose. Ultimately, you become the monster you try so hard to fight. So yeah, for James's part, he during the time skip, he will, because he has Veronica being his sort of being there to goad him into trying to reconnect with humanity after losing 2 of the people that kept him tethered to that humanity. he reconnects and claws back what he's lost in that sense. And they're like, stays as connected to humanity as you can, learns thin blood alchemy, and he creates a company, and it is named after Mark. It is Old Bridge Technologies, and it's a cutting edge, high tech research business that deals with security systems designed to either protect against or destroy vampires.
Yeah, that is like well out of scope of my storytelling.
Yeah. Well, that's
why I've like shot down every idea where this has come up. I've been like, no.
Well, no, that's why he's
but, like,
doing.
it's fine, but like,
never, yeah, you know, I'm never playing James again, so I can be a bit
it's
more.
Fine, he like gets there eventually, but until
I mean the times
I needed to keep everything like personal
manageable
and tragic. Yeah, tragic. The misery is your own.
It's true.
So yeah,
but yes. So I kind of like the idea that as the decades pass and becomes like his first, like it would eventually become his first century as a kindred. Like he's moved from like the smaller scale stuff, like the more personal stuff, to having bigger ideas, and like he's probably. Like his company probably has a few branches in other countries after 100 years of doing that. But like I think that's what he's doing. Like he's
So the two of you are like fine, I think, to speculate, because you have taken steps back from the narrative.
Yeah,
you know, you're no longer like boots on the ground or anything.
Yeah,
and I would avoid doing anything for Elliot or Zach, because you know those two have like their stories have like a lot of potential implications. Like continuously. I don't know. I just hope that you guys enjoyed this nonsense.
I did.
I tried to make it as like a personal story as best I could.
Here's my
we all did. We enjoyed this immensely.
Yeah, it's why I kept Sack scale to his family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So everyone's big ideas until post. And
anyway,
I think
I need to skedaddle. So if there, quick thing. Anyone want to talk to me about anything?
No, I mean, I think this is Mine and Shadow's like last appearance probably on this channel for a while.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah.
And on that note, sadly, this channel will be going on hiatus for a little while. Things are changing behind the scenes. I'm working on other projects. Shadows and Jenny are going off doing real life things. But I just want to say a massive thank you to Jenny,
Rory,
and what?
the one person in the chat who is always there.
Right. Right. I just want to
love
say
you, Rory.
Thank you to Rory. You've been here for no. I want to say a huge thank you to Jenny and to Sarah, who have proven to be absolutely incredible GMs, who have inspired me to do better, inspired me to up my own game. And I have to, because as an Englishman, I can't allow myself to be outdone by the Scots.
There.
But in all seriousness, though, I have truly enjoyed every bit of this entire campaign. It has been absolutely fantastic. The Mage campaign also absolutely fantastic. And when we return, if I can convince Jenny and Shadows to return, and if I can convince others to return, we might have more shows set in this little multiverse I've created, where there is a hole in reality, and the horrors of the universe are waiting just beyond the veil.
And on that note,
that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I've loved playing with everyone on every show. You're all awesome. I love you all. And
happy birthday.
About it. Bye.
Happy birthday.
still not a thing. See you in the next life.
Happy birthday,
Always a thing.
motherfuckers.